There's a massive energy source approaching!
The unthinkable has happened. Sonic has been defeated and Dr. Eggman is conquering the planet. The only one who can put things right is your custom-made character with some help from some old-school Sonics. The premise behind Sonic Forces sounds like an amazing mix for a Sonic game, but its inconsistent level design leaves it just a few steps short.
Lightning! So they're building weapons here, huh? Making everyone work like robots. It'll be Eggman's turn to get pushed around when I get a hold of him.
The character creation is one of Sonic Force's best features, and it feels great to be able to live out a childhood Sega fan dream of making your own Sonic character. You pick their species, customize their look, and dress them up in all kinds of fashion, from stylish to downright odd. Seeing your creation do wild stunts alongside Sonic and his friends is endearing. There are 3 types of stages in Forces, all of which have great visual design and are set to a stellar soundtrack that combines Sonic remixes, 16-bit throwbacks, and cheesy late 90s pop rock. Modern and classic Sonic stage types have you controlling those respective characters, using their unique playstyles to run through a mix of 2D and 3D levels. If you're coming off of Sonic Mania, the physics here will take a bit of getting used to, as they don't feel anywhere near as smooth. On top of that, the frequent momentum changes and hazard-laden stage designs mean that every so often you're going to find yourself taking a hit you couldn't react to or running straight into a pit. At least it's nowhere near as unfair as games like the notorious Sonic 2006. But overall, the stages feel inconsistent. You'll have a few good runs with a lot of cool gimmicks, followed by one with a focus on finicky platforming and bad hazards. All of the stages are on the shorter side and there's no limited number of lives to worry about, so a lousy death due to questionable design every so often is a lot less rage-inducing than it could be. The third type of stages have you controlling your avatar character who uses a special gun called a wispin to harness different kinds of wisp energy. Lightning gives you a supercharged electric whip and lets you zoom through strings of rings and enemies when powered up, while the drill sends you charging in a straight line to attack and lets you burrow into the ground. The wispin you equip can greatly affect the way you go through stages, and it's fun to go back to previous levels and find hidden secrets and earn more gear by using a new loadout. But a lot of potential for interesting stage design goes unrealized thanks to the short length of the stages. Plus, classic Sonic's presence here seems like an afterthought since he appears in only a handful of levels that are over far too quickly. Amazingly, the boss battles, which tend to be a fairly weak element to most Sonic games, are actually quite good in Forces. They're challenging but not overly long and feature some stunning backdrops like this fight among the winding coils of a giant snake. The problem is that there aren't enough of them to make them a big reason to play Forces. And that's part of the overall problem. Sonic Forces feels like it's ramping up to become something amazing, with an epic battle between Sonic's friends and Eggman's army, but both the story and the gameplay just wind up fizzling out toward the end of the 5 or 6 hour campaign. After that, you can replay levels to improve your scores, rescue other players' avatars, and unlock a handful of hidden challenge stages to earn loot, but it still feels like there's a fair bit of wasted potential. More levels and more big, exciting boss fights would have gone a long way. On top of the joy of creating and playing as your own character, there's a lot of goofy charm that makes Sonic Forces hard to be too disappointed with. The graphics are colorful and engaging, and the music is a pumping backdrop for extreme team-ups, super speed cinematics, and lots of ruminations on the power of friendship. Several of its stages even have some good ideas and replayability, and there are a couple of surprisingly strong boss fights, but it doesn't build on its handful of good ideas much, and it screeches to a halt just as it seems to hit its stride. For more on Sonic Forces, check out our video of the first 14 minutes of gameplay and us messing around with the character creator, and for everything else Sonic the Hedgehog, keep it right here on IGN, where everyone loves Sonic.